Hi guys and welcome back to our channel, where we recap your favorite games for you. Today we are going to recap an action-adventure horror survival game called A Plague Tale. This game is released in October 2022 and has managed to score a rating well above 90% among major game platforms and critics. So without further ado, let's begin. As the story begins, Hugo de Rune and Amisha are playing with Lucas in the woods. They both encourage Hugo to defeat evil, and they all appear to be in a happy mood. But they soon realize that the mother is waiting for them back in the home, so they must return as it is a long road till home. As Amisha and Lucas are talking, Hugo sees ruins that seem to belong to a castle. However, Lucas wants to get back home so he can study to achieve his dream of becoming an alchemist and also serve as an apprentice to Hugo's mother. So Lucas goes back, but Hugo and Amisha choose to play, during which they meet with Tonin, who used to work at his father's farm. As they explore the area more, they find a place that seems to be destroyed. Upon reaching there, Amisha becomes more careful, as her sense felt threat there. A man with an axe attacks them. Amisha tries to explain that they reach here by accident as they are lost, but those people do not believe her. The fight starts between them, but as they dominate the Amisha, Hugo's power arises and he fell unconscious. As Hugo opens his eyes, he finds himself lying on a beach. He cannot understand what's going on all around him. He looks for his family and sister, but there is no one. At this moment, he saw a large, beautiful bird, so he starts following it. By following it, he reaches an unknown place, which seems to be weird. Hugo's power gets uncontrolled there. He tries his best to control them by taking deep breaths, but all in vain. However, as he touches the water there, everything seems to be all right. He soon realizes that the bird has helped him by taking him to the water so that it can save his life. As he thanked the bird, he again closes his eyes. After this, when he opens his eyes, he finds himself in a cart with Lucas and others. Hugo soon realizes that he was dreaming at that moment, again in which he was on an island and a bird saved his life. Lucas tells him that has nothing but some salt deficiency in his blood which may cause hallucinations, so he needs not be worried. As they soon reached a nearby town where some alchemists are willing to check him. But on their way, they meet two men who are looking for a boy and a girl, who trespass on their family property and killed them. Beatrice de Rune tells them that she hopes they can find the culprits soon. But unfortunately, they see Hugo in the cart, so they attack them. During this attack, Amisha falls from the cliff. However, Beatrice, their mother, takes the others and flees from the spot. Those men try to chase Amisha, but she fights with bravery and rejoins her family at a place. There is fire all around, but they all are worried for Hugo as he is still in shock. As they pass through all this, they reach the Order's town. Here they prepared a house for them and also a laboratory for their mother. They are doing all this as Hugo is very important to them. They all are happy and entered the town. Hugo is very excited to see the town's fair. Their mother told Amisha that they should soon get back home, and their house has a phoenix weather vane on it. So now Hugo and Amisha wander around the whole fair, and here they saw many new things which they have not seen before in their lives. It makes them happy as they thought they are finally at home now. But as Amisha lay Hugo in bed, he got a nightmare due to which his powers rise again. Beatrice sends Amisha and Lucas to find Magister Vauden and bring him here so that he can help them. But as they wandered around the town, they saw many dead bodies rotting. It seems that they are dead due to the plague. However, they all died because they bring Hugo into the town. The plague and rats have reached the poor parts of the city and people are dying in the quarantine. But the authorities are trying to stop it from spreading across the bay. As Amisha and Lucas approach further, some soldiers attack them, but somehow they manage to kill them and escape. After crossing all the poor parts of the city, they reached Magister Vauden, who is in a tower. Although he is not an easy man to counter, finally he agrees to go with them so that he can look at Hugo. As they reach, he starts the treatment of Hugo. With the help of Beatrice, he manages to stabilize his situation, but this is temporary. After all this, they conclude that they will require Nightshade to stabilize him further. So Amisha and Lucas go to the city to find it, but as they went out they realize that rats are everywhere and they consume the city just like they did in Guyenne. The whole city is in miserable condition, as fear is already spread everywhere, so the soldiers are killing even innocent people. Even they kill the herbalist whom Amisha and Lucas are searching for. But after searching a lot, they finally reach the area where hopefully they can find some herbs, but soldiers are everywhere searching for herbs so they can use them and remain healthy. As per Amisha's deteriorating condition, Lucas decides to go alone further. However, Amisha goes after him when he is not returned. She soon realizes that soldiers have captured him. As they tried to kill him, Amisha attacked them and kills them. Lucas uses an alchemic concoction to blind their captors. Ultimately, they make their way out of the base along with Nightshade they required. They went back home, but Vauden told them that it was of no use as Hugo will die as Macula cleared its third and final threshold of development. After all this, the city is destroyed. So they leave from there and take a boat so that they can reach Marseille, where the main headquarters of Order is situated. They make their way through the city's docks along with the captain of the boat. His name is Isaac and he is experienced in finding places with marks. As they are traveling, Amisha gets angry with her mother and told her that she will not let Hugo die. But Beatrice is convinced that if Hugo is contained and monitored until his passing, so Macula does not send the rats into a destructive frenzy. However, Amisha is not satisfied with this, so she shares it with Lucas and said that she wants to find the island that comes in Hugo's dream. She also realizes that Vauden had a fresco in his tower which depicts an island with 2 mountains and a phoenix flying through the sky. This is the proof that island is real. But before this, she wants to make one last plea to her mother as she believes that she will listen to her, but suddenly mercenaries led by the wall attacks them. Amisha fights back and killed many of them, but they eventually killed Isaac. While all this is going on, Amisha takes Hugo and escapes from there, leaving Lucas and Beatrice behind. Now Hugo and Amisha both are on their own to find the island with the flying phoenix. Amisha and Hugo pass through many dangers which drain their energy much. Amisha is about to collapse when a man comes to help them. He introduces himself as Arnaud. He treated Amisha's wounds and helped her to come into a stable position. He then takes both of them to a safe location where they can find a boat that will help them to continue their journey. Then this small group sets off toward a coastal pirate named Sophia. When they reach there, Sophia seems not to agree to help them, but as Arnaud insists, she seems to agree. But they have to deal with the soldiers who are patrolling there. After killing them, they start their voyage. The island they are searching for is named La Cuna. It is a tropical paradise where the Count of the province and his wife rule in peace. But before going there, this group makes their way towards a festival honoring a child light. However, by now they start getting answers regarding Hugo's dream. As they reach there, Arnaud asks Amisha he will help if Hugo will kill the Count of Provence with the power of his rats. Amisha disagrees with him and leaves him. However, Arnaud tries to kill him on his own. On the other side, Amisha explains the situation to Count's wife Emily, who allows them to go as if they are innocent. So the next day, both Hugo and Amisha again start their journey towards Hugo's dream. They soon unite with Sophia and they quickly discover, through an ancient map, about the island. The island is tied to the Order and a ceremony is being held at the ancient Order temple up in the mountains. So they start their journey towards the mountains in hope that maybe its water can heal Hugo. However, as they reach there, they find out that this holy site is now used for a cult led by the Count and Emily. They took the ancient description of a macula host and turned this place into a site for holy rituals celebrating the Child of Light every year. As they go further, they get to know many secrets about the previous macula host and his savior. Meanwhile, when they are attacked in the prisoner tower, Hugo uses his power and kills them all so they can leave this place. They then make their way back to La Cuna, but as they arrive, they discover that this island is now ruled by rats. So they go according to the stone map to find the underground way. Here they also find out what happened to Basilius and how Macula had consumed him. This makes Hugo terrified. As Hugo becomes terrified, a massive surge of rats came which forces this group to go back to the surface, but all the underground area is destroyed now. Because of this happening, Amisha realizes that Macula feeds on fear, pain, and anger, so if she will be able to make Hugo happy and takes Hugo home where he can live in peace, all this destruction can be avoided. They both soon reunite with Lucas and Beatrice. However, as Emily sacrifices Beatrice, Hugo becomes unstoppable and kills them all. But now Amisha realizes that Hugo is starting consumed by the macula. After all this, the ground collapsed and they all fell underground passageway. When Amisha gets her consciousness back, she along with others tries to find out a way to save Hugo. So she makes her way to La Cuna where she finds out that Arnaud is still alive. So they save him before execution. Here Hugo helps them by attacking their opponents with rats. They flee towards the sea and board Sophia's ship to go away from this place. But this peace does last not for a long time as the Count attacks them, in which Hugo believes that Amisha died during the fight. So Hugo allows Macula to consume it fully. That will make him more powerful. However, Amisha is alive and looking for Hugo, but she soon realizes that she cannot do anything to save him. Hugo shows her what he got to know after Macula consumes him. Now it cannot be stopped. So Amisha ends him before Nebula destroys the world. After this, she is alone as she loses everyone in the family, but then Lucas appears and told her he is here with her. After all this, she starts living in the mountains, but she always remembers Hugo. who she loved the most in the whole world. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe for more great videos. We will see you in the next one.